Honorable Chief Guest, HOD of Department of Management Sciences, dignitaries, faculties, and my dear friends. I take immense pleasure in welcoming you all to National Seminar 2014. Before I head further, I request you all to stand and pay tributes to the national anthem. National Seminar 2014. National Seminar 2014 is a thematic event that focuses on sustainable and inclusive leadership. Learn more, do more, become more. Then you are a leader. Leadership is not about making speeches or decisions. Leadership is defined by results, not attributes. Now, we have before us the curtain raiser that would further enlighten us on National Seminar 2014.
National Seminar 2014.
Sustainable and inclusive leadership.
The next big agenda.
Leader. The word may be a small 6-character word, but it has a deep meaning beneath it. As been beautifully put by Warren Bennis, leadership is the capacity to translate vision into reality. A daydreamer too may have a vision, but to back it with actions is a true testimony of leadership. In a country like India, where there is a lot of diversity, leadership has to have a different dimension involved. Sustainability and inclusivity. As Jack Welch has said, before you are a leader, success is all about growing yourself. When you become a leader, success is all about growing others.
Leadership is less about your needs and more about the needs of the people and the organization you're leading. Leadership styles are not something to be tried on like so many suits to see which fits. Rather, they should be adapted to the particular demands of the situation, the particular requirements of the people involved, and the particular challenges facing the organization.
The highest measure of leadership is that it creates circumstances under which great things happen without heroics. Much of the art of good management lies in designing systems and incentives in such a way that people will naturally do the right things.
India, from the very early days, has a rich history of great leaders like Chandragupta Maurya, Chanakya, Vivekanand, Mahatma Gandhi, and the list is endless. Even the all conquering emperor like Jalaluddin was only accepted as the leader when he applied the principle of sustainable and inclusive leadership and development. It was only then he was conferred the title of Akbar.
Sustainable leadership recognizes the complex interdependency between individuals, business, markets, and society, and the ecosystem, with the aspiration that organization creates prosperity and social value, as well as long term commercial success while protecting the environment in which we are all participants.
Sustainable leadership requires leaders to focus on four critical relationships: intrapersonal, attending to own psychological and physical health, in particular, the ability to learn from experience, a sense of personal purpose, and care for own physical well being and vitality.
Organization attending to the conversations going on in the organization and how this influence cultural norms, the achievement of business goals, and customer experience.
Society, taking account of the fact that we are not somehow separate from the society in which we live and do business. We are all participants in creating this society, aiming to create social value and prosperity, not only for ethical reasons, but because business needs a healthy society in which to operate.
Environment protecting the environment and minimizing the environmental impact of the organization.
The business advantages for sustainability is a well worn litany of benefits, both tangible and intangible: cutting costs, improving quality, attracting and retaining talent, and enhancing reputation, among others. Somewhere on that list is innovation. Sustainability's potential to create opportunities for companies to tweak or radically improve their products and services in a way that reduces their environmental impacts, often while delivering new features and benefits.
Measuring the innovation benefits provided by sustainable leadership has been difficult, a guess at best, but a new research report published by Deloitte shows that it can be done. Sustainability spurs innovation in at least a couple of ways. One is that it can provide a different lens of thinking, helping companies to approach situations differently. For example, thinking about supply chain through the lens of reducing suppliers' environmental impacts. This implies that sustainability can unlock companies' innovative potential, enabling them to see situations from a different point of view. Sustainability also can drive innovation by adding constraints, reducing weight or packaging, improving operating efficiency, or allowing to take back and disassemble. For example, the constraints imposed by sustainability can actually serve as an impetus for companies to think differently and therefore innovatively.
As been put by Wangari Maathai, the Nobel laureate, sustainable development, democracy, and peace are indivisible as an idea whose time has come. Sustainability does not simply mean whether something can last. It addresses how particular initiatives can be developed without compromising the development of others in the surrounding environment, now and in the future.
The features of sustainable leadership: depth, endurance, breadth, justice, diversity, resourcefulness, and conservation.
Sustainable leadership promotes cohesive diversity and avoids aligned standardization of policy, curriculum, assessment, and staff development, and training in teaching and learning. It fosters and learns from diversity and creates cohesion and networking among its richly varying components.
Continuing with sustainable development would be an important agenda for discussing the future growth, and it would be vulnerable to not adopt inclusivity.
A nation's or organization's inclusive growth and sustainable development is based on the world class continuing education, lifelong learning, research, innovation, competitive intelligence, and core competency of its people.
The organizational knowledge sharing or learning initiatives harness the collective genius of the people, building the knowledge based society, thereby the core competencies, competitive intelligence, and maximization of resources to sustain and grow in this dynamic environment.
I now take this opportunity in welcoming our chief guest, Mr. Prakash Chabria, HOD of Department of Management Sciences, Dr. B.V. Sangvikar, and Dr. Captain Chitle, sir. Please give a round of applause for welcoming them. We also have amongst us Ms. Ritu Chabria. I take this opportunity to invite our chief guest, Mr. Prakash Chabria, HOD of Pumba, Dr. B.V. Sangvikar, and Dr. Captain C.M. Chitle to kindly perform the inaugural lamp lighting ceremony. I request our HOD, Dr. B.V. Sangvikar, to kindly felicitate our chief guest, Mr. Prakash Chabria. Thank you, sir. Next, I request Dr. Praful Pawar to kindly felicitate our HOD, Dr. B.V. Sangvikar. Now, I request Dr. Ashutosh Kolte to kindly felicitate Dr. Captain C.M. Chitle. Thank you, sir. Now, I request Ms. Shilpa Bide, ma'am, to kindly felicitate Ms. Ritu Chabria. Okay. Thank you, ma'am. I would like to take this opportunity to speak a few words on our chief guest, Mr. Prakash Chabria. Mr. Prakash Chabria served as the Managing Director of Finolex Industries Limited since February 1, 2008, and as the Executive Chairman since August 11, 2012. He holds a BSc in International Business from the University of Evansville, USA, and has also completed Advanced Management Program from Wharton Business School. Sir, I kindly welcome you to share a few words of wisdom with us.
Good morning, everybody. I'd like to take this opportunity also to wish you a very happy 2014. At the outset, I'd like to thank Mr. Sangvikar and Dr. Chitle for asking me to come to this event. I have been requested to share my thoughts on India as a potential leader in manufacturing. So I would like to first give you a brief of what we do in Finolex Industries, just to be able to give you a background to set a mood of how things can happen. I am very proud to tell you that we are an Indian manufacturer and we sell everything that we produce only in India. We do not export. And the reason we do that is because I have a simple philosophy. If you cannot sell to 1 billion people, you cannot sell to anybody. India is something that we know very well. It's our home country, it's our house, it's our motherland. we have a lot of comfort that we get by being in India. It's not that I'm scared or that we don't want to venture out, but the appetite of our country is so large, so huge, that it just keeps us going and growing. We grow about 10 to 15% every year. For the last 10 years, we've never stopped growing. And that has helped us motivate in keep on selling within India. What are some of the things we do? We basically make only one thing, that is PVC pipes and fittings. You might be aware that Mohenjo-daro is the oldest civilization in the world. And one of the artifacts they had found over there, which was one of the first inventions of mankind, was a pipe. And pipe since then till today and forever will always be round. A pipe can never change its dimension. It's always round because of its technological innovation. And therefore, we focus on doing something which is been there for thousands of years and is most simplest thing. We face a competition from around 500 manufacturers in India. But we are the only guys who grow every year. We are the most expensive pipe manufacturer. And we are the only one who sells against advance. The reason I'm giving you this background is because it's a subject that I know. Like what we heard about some of the leaders say, passion. It is what I am passionate about. Is the only subject which I know, pipes. What is it that we do that makes us acceptable to the most poorest citizen of our country? That is the farmer. The farmer is the most poorest citizen of our country, and he trusts and believes in buying Finolex. Only reason because he knows that we will do one thing every time, all the time, and that is give you consistent quality. One does not change quality. Quality is just synonymous with what you do. You breathe and live quality, just one thing. It does not go up, it does not go down. You can have a cold, I can have a cold, but the quality doesn't change. My key message in saying all of this is that we must do everything that we do consciously for a product which is going to be for our customer. Mahatma Gandhi had said that all customers are our kings. That is true. We have to treat all our customers as kings. Something about India, our country, our beloved country. India is, I have not traveled the whole world, but I have seen a lot of part of the world, many countries, stayed in many countries. But every time I come back, there's no better feeling than coming home, whether it is Bombay airport or whether it is driving into Pune. Why is India so great? I find India, okay, because I was born here, we all love our country, but because it is a challenging market. We have 32 states. We used to be 24, 25, but I think we have 32 states, including union territories. We have, if you take out your currency, if anybody, I'm sure all of you carry money in your wallets, but if you take out your wallet, does anybody know how many languages are printed on the currency? How much? 13. 15? Good, 15. What is the point? The point is that you have a whole European Union within our country. The diversity in religion, the diversity in the taste, the diversity in the way we live, way we walk, our beliefs, our languages, that diversity really makes your mind click a lot. It makes you work much more harder. To be able to sell a product in India is not that easy, but it is very rewarding because a product which is used by the poorest citizen, the farmer, is also used by the richest citizen in the country. Pipes are used in every house for bringing in water. So therefore, this product is used all across the strata. Why is India then so, people call it way behind, but I don't look at India as way behind, I look at India as different. India is not a less developed country or a low developed country. I think India is different. India is a beautiful country with so much diversity that, keeping in mind we are a democracy, it is very difficult for any form of government or any form of leadership to carry the country all across at the same pace. Therefore, keeping in mind the importance of democracy, the country is growing at a very good level. Yes, we would appreciate many more things would happen. Yes, we would appreciate many more things would happen faster. But still, I think our country has progressed well. The reason for giving you this background again is we are talking about manufacturing. Manufacturing can be of two kinds. A, you just invent something, like say for example Steve Jobs, he came out with this fantastic phone, and or you copy something. You can copy steam engines. People are making steam engines, you start making steam engines. But whatever you do, there has to be some form of innovation. You have to be innovative. Or you can be doing something like what we do, is make pipes, which there are thousands of people across the world who make pipes. But still, it is manufacturing. In manufacturing, as I mentioned earlier, you have to be very successful, or you have to be conscious about quality. Second thing, I gave you an example about India, why I gave you the background, is diversity. Whatever you do, you should have your mind open and flexible to understand diversity.